Hello guys, today I'm going to do a tutorial on NETWORKDAYS.INTL or .INTL, however you want to call it. Now there's two functions in Excel, there's network days and there's the NETWORKDAYS.INTL. Now all the .INTL does is let you specify a custom weekend parameter on top of the usual parameters of network days. Now if I open up network days to start with, let's just do it over here, you'll see that we have three options, three parameters, sorry. We've got start date and end date, which are necessary, and then an optional holidays parameter. This can be whether you're away for the week and want to put that as a holiday, or it can be all the bank holidays, it's whatever is a holiday to you. Now network days, the function itself will return the amount of working days between two given dates, including any holidays that you have. And network days on its own assumes that you work Monday to Friday. The .INTL bit, as I said earlier, just assumes the same things apart from you can customize the weekend. So you can even work 3-day weeks. And I will give examples of this in a bit. So let's go to E5. Our first month is going to be obviously January. So I'm just going to put Jan in. Now if I drag this down, Excel is smart enough to autofill all the months of the year. So you'll get Jan to December that simple. It's that simple. Now, what I want to show you guys quickly now is a cool trick to do with the month. So if I do equals month, so this will return the month as a number from 1 to 12. So if you think, okay, let's try month of Jan, you'll see we get a value error. Now what you can do instead is in quotes put 1 divided by, end the quote, and then do the month. So if I close that, I get the month number. If I drag that all the way down, I'm going to get 1 to 12. So it's basically translating this month into a number, which is very useful because when we come to helper 1, I'm going to put the first day of each month in 2020 or the given year. So let's do equals date. Now the year is going to be this, and we're going to fix this because this is a single cell, we just want it fixed. Our month is going to be, again, we're going to use this cool trick, month, brackets, and then quote, 1 divided by, end the quote, and then the month. So that'll give us basically 2020 and 1 as the month. And then the day, because we want the first day of the month, we always put that as 1. If I drag this all the way down, we're going to get the first day of every month. Cool. Now how do we get the last day of the same month? Well, there's a function again in Excel called EO month. And as you guys might guess, EO means end of. So it's basically end of the month. We want the start date, and then you can translate it by a given amount of months, but we're going to set this to 0 because we want the same month. So if I drag this down, we get the last working day, the last day, sorry, of each month. And it includes the leap year, which is pretty cool, 29th of February, sorry. And now I've put in the English bank holidays for 2020, so obviously New Year's Day, got April twice because of Easter, May Day, all of them, so that's cool. So now we're going to go finally to working days. Now we're going to use the standard network days function now. Equals network days, start date is helper 1, which is the 1st of January, the end date is the last day of January, and our holidays, we're going to pick up the bank holidays, sure, why not. Now I'm going to give this an absolute reference for the bank holidays again because we obviously want the same bank holidays each time, so that's fine. If I close this, you see we've got 22 working days in January, including New Year's Day. So if I drag this all the way down, we get all of our working days for the year. And now if I go to the bottom, if you hold Alt and press equals, it will do an auto sum, and Excel's artificial intelligence is smart enough to see that you're trying to sum this particular row or column of information. So that's quite cool. So there's 255 working days in the year for 2020, including the standard bank holidays. So that's pretty cool, right? So now if we go to custom working days, now this is where we use the .INTL part of network days. So I'm just going to show you guys quickly what happens when you don't specify the weekend. So we don't want the weekend, we want holidays to be these. So if we close this, you see we get exactly the same Oh no, sorry, that's because I didn't give it a absolute reference. I should probably stick to named ranges, but for now that's fine. We get exactly the same, right? So that's fine. So that's cool. So it means it does exactly the same functionality as Network Days. It's just it has the option to go one step further. So if I come back a bit in this formula, if I go to the weekend parameter now, let's say we work Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Now these built-in options are basically telling us what days we have off of the week, right? So in this case, where we're working Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we want Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, and Sundays off. But there doesn't seem to be that option. Well, you can actually use binary. So you can have up to you need 7 digits of binary from 1 to 0, and each digit will specify if it's weekend or not. A 1 means it is, so it's a day off, and a 0 means it's a working day. So in the case of working Monday, Wednesday, Friday, we want 0 for Monday, because it always starts Monday to Sunday. So you've got Monday is the first one, and then Tuesday is a day off, so that is yes, it's true, it's a day off. Wednesday, no, we have to work. Thursday's a day off, so that's 1. Friday, no, we have to work. And the weekend are days off, so they both get a 1. Now we've specified that we're working Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So now let's give it the holidays parameter. Again, the same bank holidays, and we'll lock this in this time. And then finish that. And there you go, you've got 13, which sounds about right, because you're working 3 out of 7 days a week. It should be about just over 40% of the month in days. Which, yeah, that sounds about right. So we drag that all the way down, we get 150. Now this should be about 60% of 255, because remember, this is 3 working days, this is 5 working days. So the ratio of 3 over 5 is about 60%. So if I actually take the ratio, you'll see it's very close. It's not going to be exact, but it's close. It's, yeah, 58.8%. That's pretty much close enough. The reason it's not exact is because obviously in a given year there are 365 or 366 if it's a leap year, which it is this year, and that does not divide perfectly by 7. None of them do. There's always going to be a leftover day or 2 hanging around, so that's why there's a small difference. But either way, it's close enough, so we're happy with this answer. So yeah, that is using Network Days and NETWORKDAYS.INTL. So just to recap, the only difference between Network Days and NETWORKDAYS.INTL is that the .INTL function gives you a customizable weekend parameter with built-in options or this option of binary. So again, you're going left to right, Monday to Sunday, and 0 means it's a working day, 1 means it's a weekend day. So yeah, hopefully this has helped, and thank you guys for watching.